Gimpel, Tovia singer live right here on Israel National Radio, coming to you, check this out, high above the Temple Mount. Not kidding, we're outdoors before the God of Israel. This is like our premiere something. Jeremy, what is it called again?
It's a debut.
Debut. There's another word, Jeremy.
There's another one?
Yeah, there's another word. It's called all right, it is the night. My body's strong. The song doesn't make sense. We have to come with a new song. No. Wait, I gotta ride like the wind. Oh, that works. To be free again, I gotta ride like the wind to be free again. Does that work for us?
That works for me.
I don't know. We may be 10 minutes away. Oh my God! Could you imagine if the redemption happens while we're on air?
Well, that's actually why we decided to broadcast live on TV from the Temple Mount. It's Motzei Tisha B'Av. As the temples were destroyed, Tovia and I are making our way to building the third, taking your questions live from the center of the entire universe, live from Jerusalem. We're going to start off with just one email because it's so beautiful. They wrote us in. We have emails. We have questions. We have one guy online, but if you could just hold on to us, this is a beautiful question because it's so pertinent. It's like so perfect. It's exactly the essence of what this show is all about.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Just look back behind us for a second.
It's tremendous.
Oh my God.
I don't know how.
Just one little look. That is, wow. That is like, Jerusalem's like totally beautiful. Okay,
we're the only Jews. I mean, you're the only Jew that I know that would do this. I mean, broadcast from the town to the entire world. I mean, you are like the chief rabbi of talk radio.
Now, there's two parts of me. There's the true part of me and the other part of me. The truth is, this was Jeremy's idea because he's completely insane. All right, Jeremy Gimpel, Tovia singer. This is the first time. This is our premiere. What's the word?
Premiere, debut.
No, there's another pilot. This is huge. That's the point. We're standing. Zechariah 8 through 14 is right behind us. I know that's the strangest thing to say, but that's the truth. We're taking your calls live on air. 1-800-270-4008.
No, we are living biblical prophecy, and you, the listeners, have a chance to call in and be a part at 1-800-270-4288. But first, an email.
Go ahead.
Shalom. I am a Jewish woman who is on a very steep learning curve of Jewish history, Hebrew, Torah, Talmud, Midrash, and mitzvot, brachot, holidays, and Kabbalah. Every day I wonder why Jews don't believe in proselytizing, at least to our own people, when it seems that many Jews are converting to Christianity because of Christian proselytizing.
I want to make sure that I can wrap my cerebellum around that question completely. She's asking the question, why don't Jews try to convert non-Jews to Judaism? Is that the question?
That is let's take that part of the question. There's two parts. Why don't we believe first in outreach to the non-Jews, proselytizing to the non-Jews, and proselytizing to the Jews that have lost their way?
All right, so let's clear this up. That question can only be coming from somebody who at some time dabbled in Christianity, and let me explain that. You see, the question presumes that from the position of the Jewish faith and the God of Israel up there, if you're not part of the religion of Judaism, you're going to hell. The reason why someone would have had to have dabbled in Christianity, meaning have come from the Christian worldview, is that from Christianity's viewpoint, if you're not a Christian, you're going to hell. Mark 16:16. I didn't make it up. It's there. Look it up. Don't look too much, but it's there. So the key is this. So the sense is, among non-Jews is, unless I become Jewish, I'm going to hell. Nothing could be further from the truth. Jew and Gentile are children of God. All mankind are created in the image of God. The only difference between a Jew and a Gentile is this very unique role. And that unique role is to be a light to the nations. You've talked about this on other shows we've done. The role of the Jew is to be the rabbis of the world. The Almighty loves Gentiles. There's no need for a Gentile to become a Jew. It doesn't improve your relationship with God. It simply changes your role. See, the mistake is she's assuming that if Judaism is true, then you have to be a Jew to be saved. Was Abraham a Jew? He was a Mesopotamian.
Well, just so you know, the listeners who can hear this in the background, it's not World War III. Armageddon is not broken out. It's simply fireworks.
Can we get a camera shot? I don't know if we can get a camera shot of the fireworks behind us.
That would be spectacular. But
that'd be crazy.
I'm going to take it to a whole other world, a whole other dimension of what you're saying, although I agree with everything you're saying.
I just want to say, Mom, that noise was fireworks in the back, and I say that to Lynn, Gimpel, Dr. Gimpel.
Don't worry.
Please don't worry. So Mom, Dad, all our sisters, brothers, everybody who likes me, especially me, don't worry if you hear explosions in the back. Those are Arabs playing with M80s. It's the way they get their energy off. I don't know, but it works. Go ahead.
What I was going to say is that, in fact, it's not only that Jews enjoy proselytizing, but let's not call it proselytizing. Let's call it spreading the knowledge of God throughout the world, where the knowledge of God will cover the world like the ocean covers the land. Is that Abraham, who is the archetype Jew, the first Jew, he wasn't talking to other Jews. He was spreading the knowledge of God, of ethical monotheism throughout the world. In fact, the Rambam says, how do you fulfill the commandment to love God? I mean, how do you love, an infinite creator? He says the way is by spreading the knowledge of God. Like, you have a restaurant you really like, or a movie you just saw that's so amazing. Most people that read a really good book, they go around, they start telling their friends about that restaurant. The way you express your love to God, because you can't hug God, the way you do it is you go around and you tell everyone about the God of Israel. Judaism, in its core, its entire purpose is to sanctify the name of God amongst the nations of the world. So it's not in order to convert them to Judaism, because not everyone's supposed to be Jews, but the idea of being a light to the nations, well, that really is the essence of who we are.
Yeah, well said. And in fact, in the Messianic age, this is something we've talked about as well, the events that will occur are the ideal. So in the Messianic age, Zechariah chapter 8, wow, Zechariah 8. Let me just turn around for a second. Oh, wow, okay. Zechariah 8 tells us, incidentally, that all these fast days are going to become holidays. Same chapter. Let's go to, instead of verse 15, let's go to 23, last verse. Tells us that in the Messianic age, what's going to happen? 10 Gentiles, people of different languages, will grab the shirt of a man who's a Jew and say, take us with it, because now we know God is with you. And say they're going to become Jewish. As Zechariah 13, we were studying these chapters this week. Oh, sometime, what was it, 2 days ago? Some people talk about baseball. Jeremy and I talk about Jeremiah. We talk about the Bible. But Jeremiah, we're gonna pull this together. The ratings are going through the, wow, look at that. All right. Zechariah 13:14 describes how the Gentiles, people of all the nations, will come to the God of Israel at the end of days, and God's name will be one. Look it up. This whole show is totally plagiarized from the Bible. True?
Almost.
A lot of it.
You plagiarize from the Bible, I plagiarize from you.
All right.